everybody, I'm the Certified History Nerd, and today, I'm quite excited because, the fun thing about reenacting is always learning new things, but especially from veterans, and I'll talk about that in a bit, but that has helped me to shape my equipment into, the most accurate representation I can. It's not fully complete yet, obviously, but getting it closer to the most accurate representation I can of what I'm doing. So this video is just going to be some updates that I have done to my uniform and some future updates and event details about our next event and stuff like that. So first of all, today I went to the Spring Army Surplus store in Spring, Texas, obviously, where our good friend, who is a Vietnam veteran from the 1st Infantry Division, 28th Battalion, 1st Regiment, I believe he's the 1st. He could be the 2nd, but I believe he's the 1st. And of course, that is what we were portraying. Yeah, I believe he's the 1st. I'll have to go and check, but, yeah, so we are portraying, of course, that same exact regiment, battalion, and division, of course. So we are the Black Lions. That's the 28th Battalion. There's 2 regiments, of course, 1st and 2nd, of the 1st Infantry Division. So, of course, there is parts of my uniform that are specific to 28th Infantry Division. Did I seriously just say that? 28th Battalion. And that really the only thing is the scarves. They similar to like the black scarves. The 28th Battalion did something similar where they took parachute material or a triangle bandage and used it as a scarf, basically for wiping sweat. And yeah, and it does kind of stick out, I will say, but it is quite nice and it's cool. Now you're probably thinking, what's different? Because nothing really looks all that different. Well, I just realized this. So from my last video I ever did of my 1st Infantry Division, there is actually a good amount of, differences, and I've also learned some more details about things and all that good stuff. So when it comes, new things I've done, I've got original suspenders. I believe I had repos last time. There's an ant on my phone. Get off. Thank you. So I got original suspenders, which is nice. Today I got 2 things, which I'll show. The first one of those is an original first aid / compass pouch, which is quite nice, and I still have my original bandage in there. And so yeah, of course I'm going to try to get all original equipment eventually. My other new thing is this. You're probably thinking, that's not an M56 canteen, because it isn't. It is a French, I believe, M51 canteen cover. I haven't done too much research on it. I was just trying to figure out the name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, I forgot to switch my watch. So the veteran that runs the Army Surplus store said that he did actually see one soldier, I think it was only once, where he saw a soldier of his own group using one of these canteens. Now, how could this possibly have been achieved? This is a French canteen, right? So, of course, if you know anything about the Vietnam history with Vietnam, you will know about the French Indochina War that, if I remember correctly from looking at it, was 46 to 54. I can, correct me if I'm wrong, again, that is not something I'm too knowledgeable of, but of course, that's when Vietnam tried to gain its independence along with the rest of Indochina from France. So, of course, there was a big colonial war. France lost, and France would leave a lot of their equipment behind, which the Viet Cong and NVA, mostly Viet Cong, would take, and one of those was the M51 canteen. And of course, the whole reason behind that is it's a battlefield pickup. So this is, yes, an original M51 canteen with with a French M51 canteen. Of course, cover and canteen are original. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger, and that's because it is a liter instead of a quart. So it is a bigger canteen in of itself, which is nice. More water is always appreciated. Trying to think what else is a little different. I don't know if there's anything else that's really different. Oh, how did I forget my helmet? So as you can see, I took my helmet band off, and you're probably thinking, well, that's weird. So common misconception, or I guess it's just a misconception that a lot of starting reenactors like me have, because we always, when you think of the Army, like, oh yeah, they had the cover band, and you think of the Marines, they had no cover band, or they had that tire cover band. well, even then, some Marine divisions didn't even do the tire cover band. Some Army men had the tire cover band. Some Marines had this Army cover band, which I knew that, but I thought every Army soldier had the cover band. But no. Especially with photos of 1st Infantry Division guys, I see a lot of guys without the helmet bands, which I don't need it. And this is it is an accurate representation, and I do want to show that because everyone else in my group has helmet bands. But I never put anything in my helmet band, so that's why I took it off. Not only because it's accurate, but also because, you know, I have no use for it really. So yeah, I think that is everything new. Things that will change, of course, to this uniform. I will be getting an original belt for this uniform eventually. I will get an original M56 canteen cover eventually. Actually, maybe quite soon, because that veteran, if he comes to our event, which I'll talk about in a bit, that we are going to, he has some extras, and he will be giving it to our squad, which would be great. I will only take one, depending on who needs what and how much he has. Of course, I will eventually need to get more original covers for McVsog and that sort of thing. Now, when it comes, so yeah, need to get that. I need to get another grenade, which is easy because he has grenades. They're already painted, W grenades, obviously. So I will get one of those, and I'll, of course, get another grenade. We'll go right here. I'll eventually get new boots. I have pattern 4s, and they are very much breaking. So eventually I'll get some Repro pattern 3s from, oh my god, what is it called? I forget the name of the store, but they have a lot of Marine things. SM Wholesale. There we go. So yeah, I'll get some new boots from them, and I'm excited to do that. That'll be great. I might, I don't know if I will eventually, but I might end up getting a new M1 helmet. Just because I have a Repro helmet from Amazon, and I know there's 2 different types of the M1 helmet, basically. There's, like, 2 shapes. There's another World War II one. I think there's an early and late World War II one, and this is a late World War II one, I believe. I could be wrong. Like, design, and then they took that into Vietnam. So, I guess it is accurate. It's just sometimes in some photos, only one photo, actually, it looks, I don't really know if I like the look of it. But I'll probably never really change it. That's just something I might consider. Now, one thing I will change is, at the moment, I have an Airsoft M16A1 rifle, which has broken in many sections. The spring for the cocking mechanism has fallen out. I do have it, but I have no idea how to reinsert it. The forward release has fallen off. And yeah, it's not the greatest designed gun either way. It's a pretty crappy gun. So I will be replacing it, but I'm not going to replace it with another M16. I'll give this one to Grayson, by the way, when it's gone. And I'll probably just give it to him. I'm not going to make him pay for that. I don't know. I probably won't, because it's really a piece of crap, and I kind of just want to be generous. But I'll be buying an XM177E1 BB gun, because the Airsoft gun has no reviews, and I know the BB1's a CO2 gun, and it has pretty good reviews, so yeah. But you're probably thinking, XM177, a CAR-15, standard infantry. Okay, if you're new to Vietnam stuff, that might sound a little crazy, because if you know anything about the CAR-15, that's the main rifle for Special Forces. However, there is photo evidence of 1st Infantry Division guys, and in general, like, standard infantry with CAR-15s. Most of the time, it's the squad leader. However, there's this one really cool photo of a radio man with a CAR-15. And I found 2 photos of 1st Infantry Division guys. One of them is a Black Lions unit, with the squad leader having a CAR-15. So I will be getting an XM177E1 for my firearm, and I will eventually build my own with the help of my McVsog squad leader, and I'll build my own actual CAR-15 and use that for reenacting purposes. It will be cheaper to do than an M16A1, first of all. Second of all, they're cool as hell, so why not? And yeah, that's really about it. Oh, also, one thing I do need to get is new suspenders. I got the short ones, and they are literally at the lowest setting they can be. If I grow 1 inch, I need to get new ones immediately. Like it's right at the, it's perfect. It's at like the perfect height right now, but literally these cannot go any further down. For SOG, I have the longer ones, and I need to get another pair of the longer ones for these because I'm not that short. So yeah, and I'm growing, so of course I'm going to need to get new ones. Now with our upcoming event, we have gotten the ability to set up a display tables I should say, actually, at the Museum of the American GI at their event this fall. I forgot the name is, but it's on November 4th and 5th. We will be both days being there. We'll have, at the moment, we have 3 tables that we'll have set up. If our veteran can make it, we'll have an early war set up with a Jeep. If not, we'll have just 2 other tables. We'll have a mid to late war, so 67 to 70, what we're portraying, table, and a first aid table that our medic will be putting down stuff for. Excuse me. I'm really excited for that because I think we'll be able to get all the what is now the squad out there, which I'm excited about. And it's gonna be cool. It will be a fun event. The first time me and this whole entire group in general have ever gone and be a part of a reenactment. No, we're not reenacting because there's no reenactments there at this event, but we have a table set up, which being a part of it is the whole idea, and it's gonna be cool. And I'm excited for that. If we get the Jeep, that would be awesome. But yeah, so that's gonna be fun. It's in College Station is where the Museum of American GI is here in Texas. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That is going to be just a fun event, and it's going to be nice because I think we'll have almost everyone, if not everyone, with a complete combat uniform. Of course, there is there's the things like, you know, replacing replicas with originals, or a lot of things. Well, there'll be a lot of replicas, so I'll say that. But I think everyone there should have. I think our whole entire squad will I can't speak. We'll have a complete combat uniform, except our radio men, because obviously radios are expensive. However, he might be able to get a radio by the end of this year. So, but anyways, yeah, that's about it for all this. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time.
I'll place my knapsack on